Hey everyone, Guilty here, and this is the station level, so we're going to do a full tutorial of this one. There's a few switches around this level and I'll show you all the locations for them. So first we're going to open up this panel over to the right. There's going to have 9 lights on it, 3 for each section. So our first section is the East Substation. Head over to the right here and we want to unlock the door over to the left here. So to do that, there are 3 of 6 locations where the switches may spawn, and it's completely random with every playthrough. The first one's just through this corridor. Open this door here and it should be on the wall here. In my case it wasn't. So we're going to continue down here. You could find some almond water or torches along these shelvings if you ever need it. Your sanity does drain in this level. And our second location just there. Now we'll complete that. Just flick all these switches. It's kind of an easy one here. So that's our first one. And a third possible location is through here. And in our case we got a second one. So we'll just flick all these switches. Once you do that, we can head towards our final possible 3 locations. Just down this corridor. And we ran out of sprint, but that's okay. Okay, now through here they could have some more almond milk on the shelves just here. Pick that up. And to the left here, that's another location. And then to the right on this wall, there's another one there. And the final location just here. And what we want to do is just flick all the switches again. There we go. Okay, with that done, we can head back to the gate. So we just head back the way we came. And if you run out of almond water, there should be some in this section. They're more plentiful in this area. And the next one as well, I'll show you in a sec. So just keep making our way through here towards where we started. And I'll show you that gate early on. So now it's open. So this is our next section. We want to head through the gate to the right here, not the one over the other side that's still locked. And this is our little clue, blind it and run. So the enemies are afraid of light for some reason. So it works in our advantage, so our torch is more like a weapon. So there are a few almond water and torches along here. If you ever die, just grab them when you spawn back in. And our first location for this section is just on that wall there. Okay, continue down this hall. We'll eventually find this dog thing. This is our first enemy. So what we want to do is shine our torch on that. 3 times it will flinch. So second and third, and see it just runs away. Now not all dogs do this, but this one despawns, so if we follow it here, you don't have to, you'll find it just disappears into nothing. Our next possible location is in this area here. So I got a bit stuck on that wires, just go around that. So on this wall here, that's our next location. It may spawn. That's a rare spawn, but it does happen. And we'll continue here. Yeah, to the right here, there's another switch. Let's open the door. See, there it is. Now this is another possible location. Just flick all these switches. Quite an easy one to do. And to the right, we'll find our last 2 possible locations. So one's there, and the other is to the left, but this dog is in the way. So we just scare him off with the torch. You can hide behind the door if it gets too close. For some reason, the light goes through it, which helps us. See, now he's running away. He can't kill us. Just flick these ones. And this last one to the left is a bit tricky. Be careful if the dog sees you while you're doing it, you can still be eaten by him. So I think we're good. So we'll do that. Okay, now we got all of the locations done. There's 3 switches to this one as well. We head back to here. And then we can go back to this door. This is our 3rd section now. This is actually the hardest section, so be very careful with this. There's this dog over to the room here. He's a despawner, so don't have to worry about him too much. Just scare him off for a little bit. Just like so. Okay, watch him despawn, he just disappears. Okay, so in this section there's some new electric puddles. You got to be careful. Don't step in them, you'll immediately die. So there's another dog in this section. What we want to do is make sure he sees us, and then as soon as he runs away we can make our move. So one more time and he runs. There we go. Okay, run to this left door. You'll have to check all locations. Don't go to the right here. If you go to the right, there is a dog that may appear to kill you. So our first possible location is here. Easy. Okay, our next one, just be careful of that dog. Instead of going to that left door, we're going to go across the hall here. And you can see this is our second possible location and the first one I found in my playthrough. So in these ones, just rotate it until you got all the lasers kind of lined up with the colors. Okay, and now we'll just have to dodge this dog again. You don't have to rush this, there's no time on it. Maybe your sanity is a bit of time, but you should have plenty of almond water for this section. Okay, now run to this next bit. This is our third possible location. Okay, easy. Flick those switches. Okay, we're going to head off to the left. Okay, in this section, be careful when you peek your head around the right or left, because that dog could be right up on that wall. Luckily it wasn't for this one. And there's that electric puddle, I died there a few times, be careful for that. And here's our next location, it could be on that wall. Make sure you shut the door behind you too. He can come in this room. Okay, just scare him off through behind the door. He runs off and we'll go to the next section easily. Close that behind you too. There's nothing in this crawl space, but there is a dog in this next section. And he despawns as well that I know of. So he'll run around the corner as soon as he kind of cowers away. Uses door technique so we're always safe. Okay, so he's running now. Okay, now we check where the switches are. There could be one here. Another one, not in this crawl space, so I don't have to check in there, there's nothing there. Another one around this corner to the right, just here. Another switch location just in here on this wall. And if we check to the right, there's another door with a possible location here as well. Before heading to the right here, we want to check the crawl space with the arrow. There's quite a few switch locations that could be there. So crawl through here, you're pretty safe, there's no enemies in this section. So the first one we can go over to the right, there could have a switch somewhere along these walls here. I think it's that wall just here. The next location it could be is just in here on that wall there. In this case, nothing. And our final location of this little mini section is just on that wall I pointed to with that torch earlier. Okay, now we're going to head back to the area we were before. We've completed all the switch locations in this area. So crawl through this again. And then we're venturing off to the right. Follow these footprints. Now you can go through this door, it does loop around. The problem is I find that way a bit harder than usual. So I'll go this way. Okay, we can head through the door or through the crawl space. Either way is fine, but if you go to the right, there's nothing really there, so don't bother going here. Check the left and the right, making sure there's no dogs. In my case there wasn't, but there is a high possibility there is. So we can close that door and get the switch here. Okay, when we complete that, you'll hear this slight noise, sounds like a gate opening, and that means the final gate is open. So another location could be in that door, and the last one could be in this right one here. Be careful, there could be a dog here. Yep, there is. Okay, once we clear all the switches and the gate is open, it's just a matter of getting back alive. Now there's a few dogs we have to get past again, the same ones we saw before. So we don't have to worry about this section because the dog despawned in that one. Gonna refill my sanity here. I ran out a bit of that. Just keep an eye on your sanity because in this level it does drain pretty fast too. So I'm gonna open this door, figure out where this dog is. It's over there. So you can Braveheart this one. Just look at it a few times. As soon as it starts running away, we can make our move. So don't worry about it too much. On hard, you'll have to use the door technique because there's no way you can do that on that difficulty. Or nightmare either. And the same thing with this dog. Just make sure you don't fall into that electric puddle after all that work. See, it doesn't matter which way he runs, we can go towards that door. He wouldn't chase us, he was too scared. Okay, now we actually dodged all the enemies. You can kind of hear the enemies through walls, but you're safe. He won't chase you through multiple rooms. He may chase you through one, but not through multiple. Okay, now we're going to head to the right and head to the start bit of the level. So now, because you got all the switches, these will be green now. And this gate will be open. And then the exit of the level's just through here. Congratulations, you finished the station level. If you found this video helpful or enjoyable, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.